Welcome to my tutorial. My name is Mark Graves and I will be showing you how to upgrade a Dell Inspirion's hard drive to a solid-state drive. This tutorial will benefit you if you are looking to upgrade your laptop's speed and or size of storage while saving money and learning about your laptop. The tools that are needed to complete this upgrade are going to be a Phillips head screwdriver, the new solid-state drive, your current laptop, and a data migration docking station or a SATA 3 to USB connector. I will be using the data docking station. The first and most important step of this upgrade is to clone your current laptop's hard drive to the new solid-state drive. To begin this process, you would take the new solid-state drive and place it into the docking station. Once it's securely into the docking station, you will connect the USB to your laptop. You will then turn on the docking station. Once the docking station is on, a blue light will appear. Shortly after that, your laptop will recognize the USB connection. We have the solid-state drive in our docking station. The cloning process can begin. To clone the laptop's hard drive, you must download a data migration software. I will be using the Inspirion Reflect software. To begin, open up the software. Once the software is up, it will ask you if you want to complete a rescue media. In this case, we do not want to create a rescue media. That is just simply a backup or a recovery, if you will, of your hard drive. We're just wanting to clone the current hard drive. So we're going to select no on that. So as you can see, there are two hard drives listed available. You've got the current laptop's hard drive as disk 1, and then the new solid-state drive as disk 2. If you do not know that, just simply read the description of the disk and it will tell you. So this is the current hard drive, and then this is the new solid-state drive. So you're just simply going to select clone this disk. As the source disk, this is going to be your current laptop's hard drive. So again, as you can see, it does match the same description as this one here. You just want to ensure that. Okay. Then you're going to have to select the destination disk. So you just simply click there. In this case, it's only going to give you one option, and the reason why it's only giving you one option is because I only have one hard drive, or two hard drives available. My current hard drive and the new solid-state drive. So I'm going to go ahead and select the crucial, which is the new solid-state drive. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts. Click next. We're not going to schedule this clone because we want to complete this clone now. So go ahead and hit next again. Again, this is just a summary of all the different operations it's going to do during the cloning process. If you want to ensure that it is a successful clone, what I always do is I just go ahead and I go through here and I look to make sure that it has all different 7 operations or partitions of the current hard drive. So in this case it does. Number 1, ESP. Number 2, diags. Number 3, no name. Wire tools, OCS. Just make sure that all 7 operations or whatever is on your current hard drive is there. And then you're going to go ahead and select finish. I'm not going to go ahead and do this because depending on the amount of data that's on your hard drive, it can take up to several hours to complete this clone process. I will turn the computer back on once it's completed, and I'll show you the process of completing the upgrade at that point. Once the clone process is completed, it will show you how long it took to complete the clone. Once it's completed, you go ahead and close that. So now it will give you a image of what the cloned data that shows up on your new solid-state drive. Now, to ensure that the data was cloned successfully, to pull up this PC or just the C drive and also the D drive. The D drive is the new solid state drive. Once you get both of those up, you will see all the different files on the C drive. And then you also see all the different files on the D drive. What I like to do is I like to go through here and make sure and compare that they're all the same. Okay. The most important ones, well, some of the most important ones are the program files. Again, I just go through to ensure that all files are replicated onto the solid state drive. Now that the solid state drive is cloned, we're going to go ahead and replace the hard drive with the new solid state drive. To do that, flip the laptop over, and you're going to see a series of screws holding the bottom cover onto the laptop. You're going to go ahead and remove these screws. Alright, so now that all the screws are removed, you're going to go ahead and start from the back and carefully pry the back cover off. You'll hear the snapping, and that's from the clips releasing from the computer. Be sure that you do this carefully so you don't break off the clips. Do each side all the way down, and then once you get it complete, you just lift up the cover and remove it. Now the hard drive is placed right here. As you can see, there's two screws holding the hard drive in. This is the SATA 3 connection to the motherboard. We'll remove the screws and then we'll remove the SATA 3 connection. So go ahead and remove the first screw. When you remove these screws, make sure you keep them separate from the rest of the screws because they are a different size. Alright, so now that the hard drive is released, you're going to go ahead and remove the SATA 3 connection carefully. Go ahead and set that back down. So now you see a series of 4 screws that's holding the hard drive into the case. You're going to go ahead and remove these as well. Again, keep these separate from all the other screws because they are different sizes. Alright, once all 4 screws are removed, you're going to go ahead and take the hard drive and remove it from the case. Just remember how the hard drive was in there, and remember what the way the connectors are, because you're going to place this new solid state drive in the same position. Grab the solid state drive and go ahead and place it into the casing. Again, you're going to ensure that the connectors were facing the same way. Then you're going to go ahead and place the screws back into the casing to hold the solid state drive. And when you tighten them, you just want to do them snug. You don't want to do them too tight, as you could thread or strip the threading in there. Alright, once all 4 screws are placed back, you're going to take the SATA 3 connection and place it onto the solid state drive. You want to press firmly to ensure that it has a good connection. You want to make sure that all the connections are covered. Then you're going to go ahead and place it back into the position. You're going to notice there are 2 little guides that allow you to place the solid state drive back into its position. Then you're going to go ahead and replace the screws. Again, when you tighten these, just make sure you do them snugly. You don't want to do them too tight. This one's a little difficult because it's down in a hidden area. I use a magnetic screwdriver to make it a little bit easier. Alright, now that it's back on securely, you got to take the cover, start at the front, place it in there, and then slowly press around the sides, listening to the clicks as the pins are connecting again. Once it's all secure, you're going to go ahead and put the screws back in. I work around the edges here and then do the center, making sure that all the holes are lined up. The solid state drive is now in the laptop. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn the laptop on to ensure that the clone process was successful. Once the computer is on, you'll notice that the boot is a lot quicker than what it was prior, and that's because of the solid state drive. We're going to go ahead and log in like we normally would. Alright, so now that it's back up, you're going to see that it came up really quick. And again, that's because of the solid state drive. So we just want to make sure that everything is correct and everything's working fine. A few of the things that I check first is going to be the internet. Make sure that the internet's working. The reason for that is because sometimes the Wi-Fi drivers don't install correctly. Anytime you encounter a problem like that, all you have to do is just go to your manufacturer website and look for the drivers and reinstall the drivers. Okay, so now that we see that the solid state drive clone was successful, you're good to go and you can now enjoy the new increased performance from your solid state drive. Here is a checklist of some of the most important steps in the process. The first one, have a new solid state drive. The second one, clone the current laptop's hard drive to the new solid state drive using some sort of data migration software. The next, verify that the data was successfully cloned from the laptop's hard drive to the new solid state drive. Then, unplug all the devices that are connected to the current laptop. You turn off the laptop. Make sure that there is no power connected to that laptop. You flip the laptop over and remove all the screws from the cover. Carefully pry the cover from the laptop using your fingernails or a credit card or something of that nature. You locate the hard drive, remove all the screws holding that hard drive into place. Once you remove the hard drive, you're going to disconnect the SATA 3 cable from the hard drive. You're going to remove the casing that is on the hard drive by removing those 4 screws. You're going to keep all these screws separate from each other because they do vary in length and sizes. You're going to then place that new solid state drive into the casing. You're going to screw the solid state drive into the casing, connect the SATA 3 connection to the motherboard, screw the casing back into the laptop. You're going to place the cover back on the laptop carefully, ensuring that you connect all the clips. Work your way around the edges of the laptop, listening to all of the clips connect. You're going to screw the cover back onto the laptop, and then you're going to turn the laptop and enjoy the new solid state drive. Thank you for viewing my video on how to upgrade your laptop's hard drive to a new solid state drive. If you enjoyed this video was helpful to you, please like and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for future videos on different upgrades for your laptop. I will be posting them in the future. Again, thank you very much for viewing this, and I hope that it helped everybody out. Thank you.